Welcome to another video. I'm Mitak.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to be talking about why...
How to deal with business obstacles. Yeah, just leave it like that. How to deal with business obstacles.
I don't know why I'm struggling today.
Yeah, go on.
So obviously in business, we go through a lot of obstacles. It's not easy running a business. It's a lot of time consuming. And a lot of the times you are faced with a lot of obstacles. So hopefully today we can touch on some points, not everything, because it's a big topic to talk about, to be honest. So hopefully we can touch on some points and it could help you if you're starting a business or you're already running a business.
Yeah, so the first point we'll talk about is finding clients. That's probably everyone's priority in any business. You just want to find your clients. So how do you find clients? The first thing you want to know is when a client, the first thing you have to have ready is when you do find a client, what will they come see when they come to you? Because you finding clients just because you want the money is not going to work out. Because let's say you have the client and now they come to you for the services and now you don't know how to work. So now you've just wasted your time finding clients. So the priority number one, I would say, is working on your business plan and your website. So anything that your client will come and see is done and complete. So your website, they can see that, they know what your services are, the branding in your company, and they feel a bit more trust into your business, and then they start working with you. So I think, yeah, so the first one, I would say you work on your website. That's one method, which I've explained is about your branding and your services. It's a platform where any information about your website or about your business, is into the website. Mm-hmm. Then the second one would be referrals. So of course, how do you get referrals? So you need clients to begin with. So doing referrals from friends or family, you can have your friends and family help you out and tell their friends or the peers about how this person, their family member, is doing a business. Here, check them out, whatnot. And every family is most likely to help you like that. So give it a try, and then you probably will get some people that are interested in your company. That's the first couple of eyes that you'll have into your business. They might not be the right one, but you don't know. Like, though God works in weird ways, like He could just give you something like that.
Yeah.
What other points would you say about getting a client?
I was going to just add on to that and say about testimonials.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could start off doing free work and just collecting testimonials and getting feedback from projects that you've worked on to understand, what you've done good and bad, but also just it's like a proof to say to other new clients that you've worked with other people before and they really like your work, they really like what you do, and this is what they can expect from them working with you. So I guess that's kind of some ways you can find clients. Finding clients is, I think everyone struggles with this part when it comes to running a business. It's something that me and Zach struggled with when we started Digicom as well, but we managed to work our way around it now, because you always have to put in a system or a process in place that can help you get clients.
Yeah, you really just got to put yourself out there. No one's going to know about you unless you tell them. You can't expect for them to just come and know that you do this, you do that. So telling people yourself, going out there, networking, that's another thing for finding clients. When we started, what did we do? We went networking every other day.
Yeah.
We went to events where we speak to other business owners. You pitch in your ideas, you let them know what you do, and then that's another potential client. If they are interested and need your type of services, then they will come contact you. You give them your business card and they'll contact you on a later date. People just need to know about you. Word of mouth is obviously the best thing to people like around you. Not only do they know you, that builds in even more the trust. Yeah, so literally you can have anyone coming from other countries, they come into events. We saw a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
I saw this one person coming from Japan, and it was just a guy from, I think he was from England, but he was helping businesses from Japan coming to help and pitch in their business.
Wow.
So he was telling me about that, and I said, what are you doing here? And he said, I don't know, I'm just paying them. I'm getting paid by them. So businesses do that. And obviously you don't have the money like that. I'm assuming if you're a startup then you don't have the money. So you go yourself. You'll see loads of other businesses you can speak to. So that's one way of finding clients. And we have found a couple like that as well.
Yeah, and it's easier now to like let yourself know that I do this, I exist, I provide these services, or I have this product to sell. Like with social media, with your website, like Zach said, it lets people know straight away. You know, if I said to you that I do branding and digital marketing, the first thing you'd want to know is to check out my website to see what I'm about, what I do, and maybe want to see my social media platforms. So it's really key and it's really important. What's the next challenge, that obstacle you'd say?
Not having enough money to invest. So that's what a lot of people always, I've heard, are saying, how can I start a business and I don't even have the equipment, I don't have no money for advertising, anything like that. How do I start making money?
Yeah, I think it's like, because when you're starting up, it's either you get investments or you fund the business yourself, or you start with zero. When me and Zach started Digicom, we started with zero. We didn't go through the investment route, and we didn't fund the business ourselves. So we had to just start off with zero, and we worked with what we had at the time. So not having enough money can sometimes be an obstacle if you are trying to create a product, for example, that costs you money to make. Like if somebody wanted to build an app or a software, then you would need money. You need to get investments, or you need to find the money from somewhere again.
Yeah, for example, if you're working part-time, you can use that money to invest into whatever equipment you need. But even though we were working part-time, I didn't invest into anything for the business until we started making money with the business. We did everything for free, just to prove that you can start from zero.
Depending on what your business is.
Yeah, so for us, we didn't really need the money straight away.
Yeah.
So we went into using anything, any equipment, anything that we could use for free, and we used that to produce the work we need for our clients. And that's what we did.
Do you want to tell them about the Photoshop?
Oh yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff on Google. You've got Canva. For example, a design company like us, or even another business, you might be selling things, some products, and you want to create some marketing assets for your business on social media. You can create them on Canva. You've got Canva, something that's free. I didn't use Canva, I didn't like Canva. I used Photoshop, but it wasn't called Photoshop. It was called Photopea. And that was on Google. It was a browser program, and it was free. It was like a cheap version of Photoshop. It wasn't even cheap, it was free. It was just like a bootleg version. It was just there available, and I just used that to create all the content for whoever client we had. And from that, once we started making more money, then I started investing into actual Adobe Suite and all of that.
So I think for the first client we had, I think you used that.
Yeah, I used Photopea.
Yeah. And then once we started making money from that client, then we started investing into Adobe, and then
Yeah, we used a lot of other stuff before.
Yeah.
I can't remember what other stuff I used. I used a lot of weird stuff. But it worked out at the end. So anything, Google has everything for free. So you just use whatever you can find.
Cool. The next obstacle, I would say, is not having the right team. Having a good team is really important. So I can understand that when you first start a business, it might be you doing everything yourself. So it makes it quite hard, and especially if you end up having a lot of clients, you now need to delegate work to other people. So maybe you want to get freelancers, or maybe you want to hire people in-house for your business. So it's about, building the correct team, building the right team, building a team that understands your vision, where you want to take the company forward, and that are really dedicated to the mission and where you want to take the brand and the business forward with. So it's really important. What else would you say about having the right team?
Yeah, it depends on your business as well. So not every business needs a team. You have to think about that. Do you really need a team, or can you do it by yourself? Like everything, like for example, us two, we did most of the things in the beginning because there was no need for a team. We could have had the extra help. Yeah, extra help always helps, but is the actual need for it? So just think about that in your own business. If you really need that extra help, because it will make your life easier, yes. But then now you need to pay that person, because not everyone's going to do free work for you. And if you do find it, then you should appreciate that. You don't really, if you're looking for a team, look for what's needed. So for example, your business, whatever you are doing, you might be a marketer and you need something that you might not specialize in, that you're weak on, and that you need someone else to do it. Then you can find that person and create a offer or whatnot to deal with them to see what you can do.
For example, SEO. You might not know how to do SEO, but you might want to hire a SEO specialist that can do that for you. So it depends, really. Yeah.
Yeah, there's platforms like LinkedIn. LinkedIn has individuals with so many specialties that they're skilled in, so many skills that they have, and so for example, you can find a person that's into graphics, you can find a person that's into law, anything random. You can find anything. It's all there for business. It's a business platform for people to show off their skills and acquire jobs, find clients, whatnot. So go look in there, start connecting. Like, how many connections do you have?
I've got about 6,180 followers.
So you know the exact number?
Yeah. I mean, I'm on LinkedIn every day, so I mean, how can I not? But with the connections, I don't know how many connections I've got. I've probably got more than that. But I've got about 6,000 followers on my one.
I've got about 600. The difference. So there's a difference in that.
Yeah.
So even with that 600, I have a lot of people with different skill sets. And if I one day want to go and find a person, I can go into my connections, look into them, look at their history, on their the qualifications, even on their feed, on what they could be posting. They might be posting work that they've been doing currently. There's a lot of things you can see. You can see the experience in the jobs that they've had, and then there you can find your perfect member to be part of your team.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
So what's the next obstacle?
Next obstacle would be time management. So when you're running a business, of course, everyone wants to do everything. You want to just complete it all and just start making money. It's always about money, people said. When you first start up, it's always about money, and that's the honest truth.
It shouldn't be.
But it shouldn't be, but it's the honest truth. When you come in, people make a business because they want to start getting money. And if you think like that, then the hunger for money is what's going to make you rush even more. Because everyone's going to be eventually hungry for money, and they start thinking like differently. They want to constantly, they think, okay, I want to do a lot more work and then I'll make more money. Then once you do a lot more work, you strain your body, you strain your mind, and now you've slowed down after like five projects, and now you've slowed down and you can't do no more when you could have done 10 if you had kept it at a decent pace.
Yeah.
So that's why time management, you should really, like for example, let's say you have a bunch of work deadlines to do. Don't just think to yourself, I need to complete these deadlines within this time and then that's it. Create a schedule, create a plan of action on what you're going to do. So for example, you start with one project, you know you're going to do this on Monday. Then the second project you want to maybe start that on Wednesday. And once you realize maybe, okay, the project I've started on Monday is still incomplete, do I carry it on? And you should have that all planned out to where even if you aren't finished yet, you have the extra time later on to go back into it. So for example, what do? I would do Monday, I would do my one project. Tuesday, I will probably carry on. Wednesday, even though if I'm not finished, I will start the other project, because then I don't want to ruin my schedule and my plan. But then I'll always have extra a few days at the end in case of these kind of situations where I got more work to do, and that's when I finish off again.
Yeah.
That's what everyone needs to do. You plan it all out. Without a plan, there ain't no goal to reach. It's going to be difficult for you.
Definitely. And the final obstacle that I want to touch on as well is the operations. So what I mean by that, it's having the correct system in place in order for you to run your business correctly. Do you want to give some examples?
Yeah, so you're correct. So you would want to think about all the deadlines you have first. And once you have your deadlines, you think about, so like how I mentioned before, you have a plan. And with that plan, you need to realize who's doing what and what they're doing that specific time, what they needs to be done, things like that. So having that all ready. So for example, let's say Mitak, he's working on, we've got a project for a client to be producing social media content and a marketing strategy for the social media. So now you'll have me as a designer creating the content, so 10 content for the week, and then you'll have Mitak come up with the ideas for the strategy for the marketing. And then we come together and we share each other's ideas, and we brainstorm again, see what can you work on, what needs to be fixed, things like that. And that's like one idea of operations. But in a business, there's operations, many things. So for example, the finances, your bills that you're being paying, you need someone to be working on that. You need a person to be working on your emails. You need having people picking up the phone. You need people to be finding more clients, because once you're working on a project, it's not that it's going to be difficult for you, but it's also that you doing it, the work and finding clients is just going to slow you down. So having someone else having a specific time for you to work on clients and another time for you to work on your projects will help you out a lot. And there's a couple more things. What else would there be?
I would say, like, the logistic sides of things as well. So if you have like a business, for example, that you deliver products to customers' doors, you need to have a delivery service in place, product design, customer feedback, customer service. So all of those things need to be put in place. And it's like you following step-by-step guide on how your business would operate on a day-to-day basis. And it's kind of really just what it is. So if you're working with a client, for example, what's the process that you and your client will go through, how you do work. So for example, when me and Zach take on a project for branding, we're working with the client, so we have like the discovery session at the start. We'll have the second meeting about what we've come up after we brainstormed ideas. Then we go ahead and we start designing, and then we have another meeting where we share the designs with the clients. So that's like the revisions, and then so on. Then we get to the final design, and the client is happy, and we move on to the next project. So it's kind of like what is
routine.
What is the step-by-step guide that you can follow on a day-to-day basis on how you run your business. I think that's really it.
Yeah,
cool. So I hope this video has helped you. If you are running a business, or if you're starting to run thinking about starting a business, these are just the obstacles to bear in mind, and I hope this helped, and what me and Zach said have helped.
Yeah, and if there are any other obstacles that you have in mind that you might run into or have run into, let us know in the comments, and we could either reply to you or make another video if there's a lot of obstacles that people are running into.
Yeah, we'll be happy to share our insight on those obstacles too. That'll be awesome. So yeah, thank you. Please remember to subscribe.
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out, because we do have a blog page on our website that Mitak and I will start posting on, and we have, like how we're speaking on the experiences on these videos, we have a lot of them on the blogs as well. and you can find that on our website at digcom.co.uk.
Cool.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, now you can end it.
Okay, now I'll end the video. Yeah, remember to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell. Bell? Did I say bell or bell?
Bell.
Bell. So you don't miss out on any other future videos. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video.